Hi students of class 10 CBSE, how are you? I am here with the first lesson of first flight, a letter to God. Now, have you written a letter to God ever in your life? Only a child can write a letter to God. In a movie you must have seen a small girl writes a letter to God to send back her mother. Her mother is dead. She wants her mother back and she writes a letter to God. Oh God, please send my mother back to me. I cry for my mother. I am so lonely without her. So this faith, immense faith in God comes from simplicity. It comes from innocence. And Lencho is the similar character. Though Lencho is a grown-up person, an adult person, he is a farmer. But his faith in God is almost childish. When his crops are destroyed by hailstones, he writes a letter to God. He writes a letter to God. We all laugh. But if we feel in his shoes, we will realize that Lencho did what he should have done. Considering his education, considering his simplicity, he was a simple man, a simple farmer, a very hard-working farmer. And he had faith that God would oblige, God would answer his call. So he wrote a letter to God to send him 100 pesos. And when he got 70 pesos, he had so much faith in God that he believed that God can't make it wrong. It must have been the post office people who must have taken out money, 30 pesos, and he got only 70 pesos. But he did not realize that 70 pesos that he had got was sent by the postmaster and his employees. But because of ignorance, because he did not know, and because of his immense, unshakable faith in God, he blamed them. This story has irony here. The irony is that he doubts the people who try to protect his faith, who try to keep his faith intact in God. And it appears that Lencho is not behaving nicely. But Lencho did not know what had happened. He thought that the money had been sent to him by God, not by the humans. But the postmaster's character emerges here. It was not necessary for the postmaster to make this man to have his faith in God remain intact. But reading the letter, first he was amused, he laughed. Then he became serious. I wish I had the same faith in God. The words escaped his lips. He knew that if he did not receive money, he would be shattered. That simple farmer would be shattered. So he tried to raise fund. He contributed himself handsomely and he took money from the other employees of the post office. And he could collect 70 pesos. It was not his fault. Even raising 70 pesos was not a mean achievement. It was the height of his generosity. But Lencho misunderstood. Lencho's faith in God. So question is it good to have so much faith in God? Many of us are fatalists. We believe in destiny. We believe in God. But that is not wrong. But sometimes it becomes irrational, unreasonable and unscientific. But faith is faith. As the proverb goes, faith can move mountains. And the last part of the story is so comic and so tragic at the same time. Lencho writes out another letter to God to send him 30 pesos more, which he could not get, which the post office people took out from the envelope. So dear students, I have given you a brief outline of the story, a letter to God. Character study is very important. What is Lencho's character? What is the postmaster's character? Postmaster knew that God can't send anybody money. There is a question even about the existence of God. I would not raise question because I don't want to hurt people who have blind faith in God. But Lencho's faith in God was irrational, unreasonable. But postmaster tried to protect his faith, show that the farmer should not be shattered. What will happen then? If he does not get remaining 30 pesos, will his faith in God be shaken? Then will he start depending on himself? Will he try to find out who sent him 70 pesos? A story unfolds. So dear students, I have given you the brief outline of this story. Have a nice day.